This is the third part of the three-part series on how to properly SEO a WordPress website.
This video is brought to you by Appy's Academy.
And how to develop a website that'll make you $2,000 of passive income online per month. So in this specific video, I'm going to show you me adding the actual posts and pages to the website and fixing them up so they have the ultimate SEO benefit. I'm going to show you how to update the widgets in the sidebar to help you structure the website that way for SEO benefit. And I'm also going to show you the appropriate settings for the plugin Automatic SEO Links, which what that'll do is it'll interconnect your entire website so that you leverage all the authority your website has to get every single post you have on there to rank as highly as possible. And then finally, I'll just add the finishing touches to the website and you can see the whole process. So let's begin. Alright, so the settings are already set up. There's a few things that we will do after we put up our posts and pages. But for now, let's put up the important pages to start to fill out this website and make it look good. Right now, the only page is the home page and there's a sample page. So let's go to pages. Give it a second while it loads. As you'll find out as you start to do this more regularly, there are a lot of repetitive tasks, and sometimes if your internet is slow, there's a lot of waiting. But the one idea that can keep you going and keep you focused is the fact that a lot of times in this business, you do the work once, you do it right, you do it well, and that work will continue to pay for itself indefinitely. Once you put up this website, once you build some backlinks to it, once it's set and established and you just add more posts and keep it growing, if you stop working on it for a while, it will continue to generate money for you. That's the most attractive part about this business. Because this is taking forever. There we go. All right, first let's get rid of the sample page. I'll stop it while it does this. Okay, sample page is gone. There are basically 4 important pages you want to add to every single one of these sites. The first one you're already familiar with because we did it in the other video. It is the contact page. Contact. Feel free to contact us about anything at all using our contact form below. And as you've already seen, and we'll also do later, I will insert the contact form here. Let's just publish it. Okay, add new. Another one that's also important to make a website look a little bit more legitimate, a little bit more user-friendly, you want an about page. So this website is concrete and cement home guide. Well, thank you. Or what could we put about us? Here at the concrete and cement home guide, we are a dedicated team of writers that want to provide the best information possible related to helping fix your home using cement or concrete. Basically here you just want to write something about yourself or about your website, what you're trying to do, that you want to provide great information, that if they have any questions they should feel free to contact you. Just make it look like it's a cared for site. It's a site that you care about, that has some people behind it, and make it friendly. You want people to like your site and you want it to look legitimate in Google's eyes. And that's not to say that you're trying to trick Google. if you ever get a visual inspection by a Google employee, but you just want it to look good, and you want whoever is looking at the website to think, okay, this is a site that someone cares about, that someone put some time into. It's not something that someone just put up to try and make an easy buck out of Google. So spend a little time on your about page, make it nice. You know, you don't have to put "we are dedicated team." You could just put I'm just someone who owns a house, who has a lot of experience with these materials. I'm a construction worker. I'm a researcher who did all this research myself. You can put whatever you want, but just make it nice. You could do the same thing. You could also put a photo. Say you have a photo. Say you are someone who is in construction. You could put a photo of yourself. You can do whatever you want. You can sign it Mike. You can sign it the concrete and cement team. Just whatever you want. But basically you want to put up an about page. So make it longer than this, but that is the about page. Publish. All right. Next page we want. The next page we want is, because we eventually plan to monetize this website with Google AdSense, Google requires that we put a privacy policy up. Privacy policy. And so this is basically all the legal mumbo jumbo that you see at all the websites. Because I knew I was going to be making this website and using it as an example for the video, I went ahead and searched beforehand for the privacy policy that Google wants. So when you go to do this, you can just come to this website, copy it, and paste it directly in. Every single website that uses Google will have this exact same thing. So, wait, is this in visual right now? There we go. I'm not sure how the formatting came in. Let's publish it and see what it looks like. Let's update here. Give it a second. Here we go. See, it's already starting to come together. Home, about. You could put a picture here, make it longer like I was saying earlier. Contact page, we still have to put the contact form in, and the privacy policy. Ooh, that doesn't look good. I don't know why I did that, but let's try something else. Control, delete all this. It might be because the formatting, because I have that pasted into WordPad instead of Microsoft Word. But if we put it into the HTML one, it will probably work better. Let's do that. Oh. Update. Let's try that one more time. There we go. This looks much nicer. So you could come to this website, copy all this, copy right down to here. Hopefully it won't copy all these things over here, and basically put it right into your own website, and just replace everything with your website, as in this right here, with the actual URL of your website, and you will be just fine. Google requires that you do this, so it is in your best interest to do it, because if Google sees a website that they don't like, they might de-index you, and you might lose a lot of your hard work. So you always want to align with Google's policies, but it's very easy to do. And the way I found this was I just typed in Google privacy policy into Google itself, and one of the top websites just provided this information. So sometimes they update this, and you'll be alerted if they do. And if they do, you just want to go to your website and put up the updated privacy policy. And what is the last page we want to put? We want to put a terms and conditions page. So the privacy policy was mostly for Google. This one is basically in case someone decides to come along that, uses the information of your website and for some reason injures themselves or something bad happened because of the information they used, you don't want to be held responsible for that. You don't want to be liable. So you want a terms and conditions page. Having one up doesn't mean it's necessarily going to rescue you, and it's pretty unlikely that anyone would actually try and sue you for the information you have up, but it's always best to be safe. So here is a generic terms and conditions thing that you can use. It's the one I use on all my websites. It's the one that everybody uses. It's the one that a lot of people use on their websites. So paste it in. Again, put your website here, publish it, and at this point, your website has all the things that most websites have: terms and condition, privacy policy, contact we still got to do, about, obviously make it nicer than it is here, and the home page. Okay, so next thing we should do, let's go over everything we've done. Settings is all fine. Tools you don't have to visit. Users, you're the only one, so that's fine. Plugins, we still have to do that, but we were not doing that until later. Parents, let's update the widgets. That's important. These are all these other things, background, header, and stuff. That's all visual, and that's all definitely stuff I recommend you do. Make your website look really nice, but this lesson is about how Google interprets your website, not how a real person would interpret it. So, widgets. Basically, to make it as most SEO optimized as possible. Search is fine. It doesn't take up any space. It helps the user. Recent posts you want. Recent posts, number of posts to show. I believe the maximum WordPress allows is 15. 20. Give it a second while it saves. Alright, little circle stop. That means it finished saving. Comments, we don't need. Archives, we don't need. Categories, you can leave the title as is. That means if you leave it blank, it's just going to stay as categories. You can make it a drop down, or you don't have to. It doesn't matter. That one's fine. Meta is basically, it's your login page. I think it makes the site look a little bit less professional, so I always take it off. Basically, all you really need is the search, or you don't even need the search, but you need the recent posts and the categories. That is good because it makes, like I mentioned in another video, Google likes when any page on your website is accessible within 2 or 3 clicks at the most. So between having categories and your recent posts, you can reach any post you want within 2 or 3 clicks, so that's fine. Go over here, let's update it. Recent posts and categories. This website's already starting to look pretty close to how we want it to look. Okay, so most of the settings are in place. The next thing you want to do, go to posts. This is the very first post we made. This one's fine. Hello world. That's what it comes with. Delete that. All right, add the next post. This is the exact same way we did it earlier. If you already learned how to do it before, you could probably skip the next 5 or 10 minutes while I add another post. But I'm gonna do it one more time to solidify how it is that you want to add a post, how the best way to add a post is so that Google will like it. Give it a second. I'll get to that add new page. Alright, add new page. Same thing we did earlier. Article 2, precast concrete steps. Go back here. The best location for precast concrete steps. The reason I made that the title is because we had all these keywords about different locations: Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. But if you do your research and you find that there's much more interesting or much more useful things to talk about, then obviously talk about those. But for the sake of this example, we'll just make that the title. So go back here. remember that over here it's going to be precast concrete steps is all you want. Category will be concrete again. And let us take these 800 word document. Oh. Copy. And put it in. And pretend that this is an article you already wrote and it has all the keywords already in it. But I'm going to manually add them in, and you will see why just a little bit later in the lesson. Precast concrete steps cost. So you know, probably in this paragraph you would talk about the different prices. Precast concrete steps cost. Also, if you'll notice up here, it already changed it so that the URL is the title of the article, whereas before, if we hadn't changed the settings of the permalinks here, it would just be another number. So, precast concrete steps prices, whoops, concrete precast steps, concrete precast steps. Precast concrete steps, Michigan. Precast concrete steps, Michigan. Precast concrete steps, PA, and probably somewhere else in the article, because you know it's PA, but maybe, you know, remember you're trying to drive as much traffic as possible. So yeah, if you have to mention precast concrete steps from Pennsylvania again, maybe in the other one you could put precast concrete steps Pennsylvania. And last state was where? New Jersey. And the same thing. You could put one NJ and you could put other one the full word. Precast concrete steps NJ. Precast concrete steps New Jersey. So basically at this point, oh, actually, there's one more thing. Probably just as important as these, concrete mixers, concrete driveway. Concrete mixers and concrete driveway. All right, so got the title that's interesting to the reader, the title that will display on the top. This is for Google, our article that is informative for the reader but includes all the related keywords as what of the main keyword, as well as all the related keywords on the website, the other blue keywords, the appropriate category, and what else do we need? At least one picture. So, precast concrete steps, images, probably want one with a white background, probably look the best on your website. Although one with a white background is hard to find. There we go. Save it as your keyword, or at least as one of your related keywords. Concrete steps. Save. Go over here. Same button. Where is it? Precast concrete steps. Precast concrete steps. Makes building your home easier. You know, come up with something better than that, but Get the idea. Link URL none. Let's align it to the right and let's keep it full size. This shows up like here because we're in HTML mode. This is a mode that shows the code. If you're in visual, it'll show the image. See? Publish it. And there it is, the best location for precast concrete steps. With your image, the keywords are in here, and here's your next article. So basically, you are gonna do this for every single one of your keywords. And I'm gonna do what I just did 20 more times, but I'm not gonna make you sit through it. I will stop it, and then I'll show you the website once all the articles are posted. All right, so at this point, I have published all 17 articles, every article based on one of these 17 keywords. So let's take a look at the website. Refresh it. Every single post I have here is one of the posts I just made. And if you look at each post title individually, you'll see that each article has a definite purpose to it, a definite point, something useful, something that the reader can learn from. So it makes it a very useful website, and that protects you. That means Google will like your website. That means people who land on your website who are other website owners will like your website, and hopefully you get some natural links from them. Like look at the titles, for example. Best practices for paving with concrete, keyword being paving with concrete. The best cement for paved driveways, paved driveways. Or it could be best cement. Both of those keywords are some we use, so that's actually a great post. Best cement glue brands. The keyword was cement glue brands. So let's just click on one of these random ones and I'll show you everything that we did. How to pave a cement garage. That is a very useful topic for an article. The actual title tag says cement garage, which is the exact keyword that we want. And then if you scroll down, you will see the picture, which is also cement garage, the same keyword we're targeting. So this page fully targets cement garage. Let's do another one. Give it a second load. Concrete mixer reviews. So if you were a searcher and you put in concrete mixer, you would probably want to know how the different concrete mixers compare, which ones are the best. So this is definitely a useful article. Up here, concrete mixer is the main keyword we're targeting. And the photo, concrete mixer. Obviously, when you make your own website, you want to use the appropriate picture. I just use the same one over and over for the sake of the example. But as you can see, every single post we have is listed here, which means that every post on the site is easily accessible, which Google loves. And we have the categories. This is for the users. If you were just interested in cement, here it will list the cement articles. Every article about cement flooring, cement garage, etc. Do it yourself. Best practices for paving with concrete. The best cement for paved driveways. Setting concrete tiles. Those are all articles related to doing it yourself. So let's go back to the home page and I will show you the next step of the process. Okay, so as you recall, in every single one of these articles, we put the related keywords that we found through the keyword tool, and then we also added every related blue keyword that we also used in the site, and I'm going to show you why right now. Just for the example, let's go here. Best practices for paving with concrete. So now we go back here, and we're finally going to utilize that plugin that we put in, which was automatic SEO links. So automatic SEO links is pretty cool, and this is what it does. You go to add link. The word will be the main keyword you're targeting, paving with concrete. URL will be the URL of that post. Copy it, paste it, title, target, and relation, keep it all blank, add it, And now, every time the exact words paving with concrete show up on the website, it will automatically add a link directed to this post. So let's reload it. And here you see it, paving with concrete, directs right back to the same page. But let's do it for the next one. The best cement for paved driveways. So let's do the same process. Word is paved driveways. Paste in the URL, add it. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this for the rest of the 17 words. Alright, so here I have added every single post on the site along with its targeted anchor text. This is actually a great tool because basically with these anchor texts, here let me reload so you can see them. These anchor texts, we're basically telling Google exactly what each post is about, not only with the title, but with the links within our site pointing to each one of those posts. So now we already reviewed the title tag, and the picture for each one, but now as we go through, we can see that there are links pointing to every single post on our website. So this will actually give us a tremendous SEO benefit. Google knows that concrete anchors is what this post is about. Click here, concrete anchors right up top. How to best use concrete anchors. Picture, redhead concrete anchors. You know, go over here, concrete mixer, or let's pick another one. Do I have any more in here? Nope. Let's go back to concrete mixer. Wait, where was it? Where'd it go? I mean, it doesn't matter. Let's just pick any of them. Oh, well, here it is. Concrete mixer. Points to our concrete mixer post. This post is all about concrete mixers. So basically, this just makes the site even more interconnected. Google, at this point, will very much like this site. So this site's almost done. There's just a few final steps we need to do, and this site is basically ready. Google will like the site, and then the next step is to promote it through means outside of this website. Alright, so what are some of the final things we need to do? We never set up the contact page, so we may as well do that. Go to contact over here, just like we did last time. Copy this. The default settings are usually just fine. Make sure your correct email is in there. And this is in here to indicate what site you're getting an email from. Basically, default's fine. Go to pages. Contact. Because you're using code, you put it in the HTML part. That's just a little something that needs space. We can delete that and paste it in. Update it, and we are set. Another thing I like to do is basically, because we did this keyword research, you know that some keywords are going to be worth more than others. And another thing that's going to be true about our website is our homepage is going to be the strongest page of our entire site. It is what will receive the most links. That just makes sense. So what we want to do is we want to get the top 3 highest potential keyword posts as the 3 posts that display on our front page. Right now, if you remember from earlier, we actually set it so that it would display 10 posts at the very front. That's why there's 10 posts right here. So let's change that to 3. So what we do is we go to reading. Your latest post blog shows at most 3 posts. Save changes. Now update this and it'll show 1, 2, 3 posts. And now to make it so that these 3 posts are our highest potential posts, as in the ones we want the most amount of links pointing to, what we do, we go here, let's say these are our 3 best ones: concrete anchors, precast concrete steps, and Lehigh cement. So let's go back here to our posts, Concrete anchors, do this quick edit and make this post sticky. Making it sticky means that it will be the latest published post, or always recognizes latest published post no matter when you published it. What were the other two? Precast concrete steps, quick edit, make this post sticky, update, and Lehigh cement, quick edit, make this post sticky, and update. All right, let us refresh this page. All right, concrete anchors, that was one of them. Precast concrete steps, and Lehigh cement. Those are now the main 3 posts displaying on the main page. Oh, but see, what it's doing is it's displaying those 3, and then it's displaying the 3 regular latest posts. So what we'll have to do, this sometimes happens when you're working with WordPress. Sometimes the settings don't correspond correctly with other things you're trying to do. So you kind of have to go back and forth, do a little bit of guess and check. But this is an easy problem to fix. We can go to reading again. I don't think it's going to allow 0 posts. Let's try it. I don't think it'll work. See, it automatically changes to 1. So do this again. So it's basically going to have 4 posts on the front, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, and then this one, the actual latest post that we put in. And so the idea here is that the link juice, the most link juice, as in the most links pointing to this website are pointing to the main page. And the main page redistributes the link juice to all the pages that it links to from here. But the most powerful ones, as in the most link juice, will go to the posts that are on the homepage. That's why we want these posts on the homepage, because when people type in concrete anchors, we don't want them to land here. We want them to actually land here. This is a post we want at the very top of Google search engine results. Just like eventually we want it to be at the top of the results for all of these. If someone types in cement mix, we want this page to be at the very top of Google. So at this point, I'm almost certain the website is done. Usually when I finish it up, I just do a quick review to make sure everything looks all right on the outside. But at this point, I think it does. We'll go to home. Oh no, hold on. Let's try this one more time. Hold on, gotta wait for the internet to kick back in. All right, internet's back. So, homepage, we just did this, so we know this is right. We have our top 3 highest potential posts, and in this case, we're allowing just a 4th one to hang out down there. On the sidebar, we have all the posts. We want to list all the posts that are possible, so every single one is accessible, and every single one is getting a little bit of link juice. Search button helps the user, nothing wrong with that. And the categories. So basically this all looks good. Let's pick a random post just to see if everything is in line. Fiber cement, that's a main keyword. The title of the article, the benefits of fiber cement, that's fine. Go down the picture, fiber cement, that's perfect. We have fiber cement obviously in the article. We have a few other blue keywords that are on other parts of the website right in the article. So everything about this article looks perfect. Here's another blue keyword pointing to another post on the website. And also, you want to make sure that all the related keywords of fiber cement are in here. I didn't add them in because these articles are gibberish, but you know, it would have fiber cement, cement made of fiber would be a related keyword, fiber cement prices, you know, things like that. You would want all those keywords in there. So basically this all looks good. Want to make sure these are all good. About, your about page, about you, about what you guys do, give you some credibility. Contact, make sure the contact form worked. It did. This looks perfect. Privacy policy, this comes straight from Google. Make sure your website is listed under all of these. But this is all perfectly okay. And your terms and conditions. basically you take no responsibility for what might happen from the use of the information on your website. So basically at this point, this is a very, very SEO optimized website for Google. This website, every single post is very accessible. You are telling Google exactly what your website is about. It has pictures related to every keyword you're trying to rank for. At this point, your website, you have a very, very, very solid foundation. Google, you don't have to submit your site to Google or anything. Just by having the site up, Google will find it and it will start to index your pages. So at this point, you're done with the basic layout of the website. And then in the following lessons, I'll show you how to put Google AdSense on here, how to add tracking on here, and eventually how to promote your website so that you eventually start to rank #1. All right, at this point, you basically understand the entire structure of a fully SEO optimized WordPress site. If you have any questions, be sure to leave comments or questions and I will answer them. And if you'd like, be sure to add me on Facebook or Twitter. You can find me at makemoneyfromhomelionsclub.com/Twitter or makemoneyfromhomelionsclubs/Facebook. All right, thanks for watching.